Greetings everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the Atari 2600 and we're looking at a classic game here called Hooray. It was designed by Carol Shaw and published by Activision in 1982. Also came out on the Commodore 64 I believe, but you control a fighter jet, so it's top down vertical scrolling action. You're in a raid behind enemy lines and you must, blow up everything. Now during your adventure you must refuel or else the plane will be destroyed. There we go. You can accelerate and decelerate, although the plane will stay in the same position on the screen, so it doesn't go up or down. Right, so you see my fuel in that gauge there with the yellow sort of like bar vertically going down the fuel gauge there in the middle. And now, end of each, oops, you can't crash into anything or else you'll be destroyed. The end of each stage is marked by a bridge, and once you destroy that you're on the next stage, and that works sort of as a checkpoint, so if you die you'll go back to the start again. So you pretty much know what to do then. It's a question of survive as long as you possibly can. Right, here we go. Don't blow up your fuel, you might need that. It's going to get gradually more difficult. It's a little bit slippery sometimes, and the merest of touches to the scenery or any of the other ships and you're dead. Great game this already. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. Haven't seen it on the Commodore 64, so it'll be interesting to see how that one plays. But great 8-bit action from 1982, designed by Carol Shaw. Right, so I'll say it, because I always say it. The game isn't the review or the channel isn't about expert gameplay. It's about seeing what your first or second go would have been like, because essentially it's about my second go, because we did look at it at a live stream at some point. And would there have been enough on there to be excited as a kid? Would you have gone back to it, or would you have never played it again? Now already, as a kid I can tell, I would have played this absolutely heaps. It's got that level of addictiveness about it, and the gameplay is fair, and you're controlling a fighter jet. Awesome stuff. Go, go, go. Let's see how far we can survive. Oh, that's a bit tricky. So always remember to accelerate and decelerate, 'cause that's the best way of avoiding stuff. But the enemy, I don't know who the enemy are, but we're in a mission of no return. It will just keep going on and on and on until you die. There's no respite here, so it doesn't stop between each stages. As soon as you go through a bridge, the next stage starts straight away. Right, there's helicopters, there's boats, there's jets flying across, there's all sorts of stuff. Fuel's not looking too bad at the moment. Now this is a tricky one. It's there, so it went a bit narrow then, and I pulled across a little bit too early. Hooray, and that was my last life. I don't think there was a sequel. Looks like there's 2 modes, 1 or 2. It might be 2 players. Let's have a look. Not sure if that's 2 players or not. So you get points for blowing stuff up, but really it's about how far you can potentially survive. So it starts off quite easy comparatively. I do like the explosions, and I love the sounds that this thing is kicking out. What a beauty of a game. Kaboom, right here. Let's go, let's go. Now, if you're interested in your Atari 2600, do check out the playlist of Atari 2600 games. We've revisited a few in the previous weeks there, but I will drop in the occasional one there, occasional new one. Because there's quite a lot of classics that we still, at time of recording at least, have not come to, but this one is beautiful. I love this. Kaboom, as we journey through. Oh my god, and my jet fighter is blown into smithereens again. Oh, so this is the second player. Oh dear. So okay, we might get out of this then. The second player has a darker colour plane, and I don't know what the controls are for that. I've got no second joystick in, so we'll go straight away. Now I've got a funny feeling I'm going to play this for a lot longer than I intended, because it has got that element of it that I just want one more go. I just want another more go. Before you know it, 3 hours have gone past. It's quite basic, but I like it that way. You know what to do straight away. You don't have to go through millions of instructions, and you're straight into the game. And as a kid, that really would have appealed. Just whip it out of the box, put the cartridge in the wooden machine, and they were off and playing straight away. Got a good learning curve to it as well, so you're not going to die straight away. But it does get devilishly difficult later on, and that's where the addictiveness comes. Boom! Yeah. Didn't own an Atari 2600 back in the day. I think my first computer was the ZX Spectrum 48K. But I would have loved this, and I've had friends around. We could have had some great old times, which you might have done. You might have done. Oops. Oh, no, that was a basic error. See? It's a sort of game as well that you'd learn all new like curse words as you try and survive. I don't know who this army is or why we're attacking them, but yeah, we must attack them because they're all evil and they're doing evil things. All the enemies in these games are evil, aren't they? And we always send in just one lone fighter to tell them what's what. It's good that the checkpoint is by each bridge each time that you take out, so you know exactly where you're starting from. So you get a bit of a sense of achievement there. It doesn't actually tell you what stage you're on though, so there's no sort of like numbers. Quite often it's best to try and avoid a lot of these enemies than trying to shoot them all individually. So I didn't do very well there. Let's see if we can get a good old run. So 2,120 points. Excellent. I'd like to score that in darts. Is there a darts game on the Atari 2600? I'm not sure about that. Let me know. So it's from a different era, isn't it? If you didn't grow up in this era, or at least close to it, you might be finding it a bit hard to think why I'm thinking this game is so good. But you do need your nostalgia goggles on. It's a bit historic, this as well. Oh, it's lucky to get away with that. But yeah, it's where all games sort of like have started, and they are much, much simpler times. I think that's why they appeal really. Less complication. You know, no DLCs, no microtransactions. You just played it, and we shoot a bridge out the way. Boom. Whoa. Now, funnily enough, when I compare these to modern day games, if I was playing GTA 5 and there was an arcade machine somewhere and I stood next to it and played it and this come on, I might be playing this longer than GTA 5. Amazing stuff. But age has a lot to do with it, I must admit. Kaboom! Top-down fighter jet action designed by Carol Shaw. Right. Come on, we must destroy these enemy lines. Oh man, that was a bit silly, Nick. Come on, get your skills set up. You've got to get good at this. You've got to get good. The channel doesn't take itself too seriously, which hopefully comes across. Live streams happen quite regularly on the channel through various systems, so look out for them. If you want to subscribe and get alerted, then please hit that and the notification button. That will alert you to new videos that go up on the channel. I'll also put them on Twitter also, so if you follow me on Twitter, there'll be an alert there too. Right, let's fly forward. You can't fly backwards, so we're going to have to fly forward. I was going to get a bit congested here. Lots of helicopters just hovering over the water, and that was our last life again. 3,630 points. Shall we have another go? Well, you've pretty much seen all there is to offer here, but yes, we will have another go, because having another go is what this game demands. Raiding the river in River Raid. Right, we don't need all of these fuel bits, but we'll try and get them because I do like the sound that comes up. Whether the fuel goes down a bit quicker later on, more than likely. So stuff isn't moving on this first stage. It introduces you to the movement and the things you can do. And we're through the first one. So this is stage 2. Blowing up that fuel, but we don't really need it at the moment. So fuel gauge is going to about 3/4 of the way fuel. Good, that hasn't filled it up completely. Forward we go. Yeah, this is going well. Get past those fighters. Right, okay, so we're getting in a bit of a rhythm now. Wouldn't mind the bridge turning up again. Fuel's not looking too bad. And there is another bridge destroyed. We're away. The gang goes, the boys are here, the boys to entertain you. Bom, bom, bom. Right, that was my war song. That's from a show called It Ain't Half Hot Mum. Another bridge. Oh, just got away with that. I thought we was in for doom then. Oh, accelerate. Before those helicopters come across who are guarding the river. Kamikaze helicopters, well, they've got out of the way, which was nifty. Oh, there's a bridge there. Oh, I was there. Does that count as going for... I don't think they're going to give me that, are they? Did they give me that or no? I think they might have given me it. I did destroy the bridge. It's getting more and more hectic the further... Oh, that's impossible. Whoa. Don't know how you got away with that, Nick. Come across. Oh, almost. Was that my last life? Got one life left, I think. Come on, let's do this. So, it's getting a little bit tricky now. When I say a little bit, a lot tricky. Very narrow bits to work through. Oh, ooh, yeah. Oh, I did have one last life left. Right, okay. Come on, concentrate, Nick. Let's go for these narrow areas. Don't know why the plane's flying so low that can bash into those narrow areas. Sometimes you'll see a route that's a lot easier to take than the one that you've been taking. Right, come on. Easy, easy, easy. Just edge through there. And we need to get across quickly and do the bridge. Slow down. Hooray! He's done it again. Oh, look how close all this mob are together. At least we have unlimited guns. This is the furthest I've got for quite some time, if not ever. Yeah, I mean, I just want to keep playing this game all the time. Oh, should have accelerated there. Should have accelerated and we run out of lives. And I was quite interested to see what the next bit would have given us there. Marvellous game. Really, really like this one. I can really recommend it. If you own the Atari 2600 or just emulation, I would say track this one down. But I'm just going to have one last go. I told you this would happen, didn't I? I tend to try and play the reviews for 10 minutes, but I never keep to that. It always overruns to a small degree, sometimes a massive degree. But, you know, when you get a quality 8-bit game like this, it moves well, got good graphics, got good sound for the era, and, yeah, it's drawn me in, it's suckered me in, it's got me hook, line and sinker. Play this game today, you won't regret it. Even for nostalgia or first time round, brilliant. If you're appreciative of retro gaming, you can't really go wrong with this. It's quite unique. Whoa. Yes, it's knowing when to accelerate and decelerate. You can steer yourself into a lot of trouble quite quickly on this. Bum, 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 bum. Love that sound. Lots of fuel for everyone. It's kind of the enemy to leave this fuel just for me to pick up so I can refuel as I go past. That's not bad. Take that, you little boat. It was an evil boat full of evil helmsmen. Right. Fuel. Through we go again. I'm just storming through now, so, you know, it doesn't take too much practice and then you can be going through like a superstar. You might have had a really long go at this back in the day if you owned it. When was your longest go? I bet there's lots and lots and lots of stages rather than just the first few ones I'm seeing, but I'm pleased with my progress on this. Boo, boo, pew, pew, Farmer McGrew. Right, accelerate. Yeah. Oh dear. I thought I was going to get away with that and then didn't. That's the bit I had trouble with last time, wasn't it? That. Let's just concentrate here. It's a bit of weaving, but don't weave too much. Right. Let's take these boys out. Yeah, just little increments. And get ready to go across quickly. Boom! He's through the bridge again. Oh god, I've blown up. As I almost went into the theme music of Airwolf then. As a kid, you would have said all sorts of popular tunes as you went along with this. A kid's imagination could add so much more to the game than was more than an adult. And that's why probably just the basic games we added a whole new story ourselves and made the game a lot bigger than it actually was. And that's where nostalgia kicks in really, when you look at it later as an adult. You feed back into those memories and get some warm feelings. Also links to TV shows back in the day as well. And people too. Right, so this will definitely be my last go. Go this way this time. Good, that's better for the fuel. So fuel's up to maximum, so it's definitely the best route to take rather than that route down there. God, look at that. That would have been hell. This is the furthest I've got, I think. That would have been hell going down that route. Oh. I think that is it. So we will leave it there. A brilliant, brilliant retro game. Highly recommend it. I can't say anything about this game whatsoever. So hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Hooray, designed by Carol Shaw, published by Activision in 1982. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.